Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Minutes to Fit. My mission is to educate and spread as much knowledge and healing as I can through talking and communicating. The information contained in this video is of general nature and does not constitute medical advice. Talk to your doctor for your individual circumstances. Do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel at the end of this video. Today we'll be talking about driving under the influence. The short term is DUIs. Driving under the influence is the most common criminal offense in the United States. DUIs can also be called DWIs, driving while intoxicated, or OUIs, operating under the influence. People with clean records have been arrested for drunk driving and found their lives in a disarray. Getting behind the wheel of a vehicle, car, truck, motorcycle, golf cart, snowmobile, bicycle, jet skis, or any other motorized vehicle after consuming drugs or alcohol is a serious crime. Alcohol is very risky and can cause accidents or serious injuries. Some drivers may not act as if they're intoxicated, but it's still dangerous. Even if your driving isn't affected, you can still get a DUI charge if you are pulled over for some other reason. If you refuse to give blood, urine, or breathalyzer tests when arrested, your driver's license will be automatically suspended. You should not be consuming alcohol if you're under the age of 21. It is illegal in the United States, and you could suffer strict punishment if caught. Teen alcohol use kills thousands of people each year. It kills more than all illegal drugs combined. Drunk driving costs the U.S. more than $44 billion per year. Your life, as you know it, is no more. Life will be forever changed if you receive a DUI conviction. You can be haunted by this for years. You can have lots of fees, fines, community service, drunk driving education, and even jail time. DUIs can affect your personal relationships. You may feel ashamed or embarrassed. You may worry about how your family and friends feel about you. Driving under the influence can affect your employment, especially if your job requires driving a company vehicle like Lyft, Uber, semi-trucks, or food delivery. All these may be closed to you. You could lose your job that you went to college for and spent years accumulating work experience, or you will have to get another job and possibly with a lower pay. Your job may be at risk from all the court days, jail time, and community service hours. These things may interfere with your work schedule. If you attend college or plan on attending, you will not be able to receive any scholarships. And if you have one already, it can be revoked. A lot of schools do not accept students with DUI convictions on their records. DUIs are considered a criminal act. Most employers, landlords, and colleges conduct criminal background checks before doing any business with you. A felony or misdemeanor DUI conviction will appear on a background check, thus making it difficult to get a job, a new apartment or house, or attend school. Your license will definitely be revoked, and it could last up to 2 years on your first conviction, making it difficult to work, run errands, go to family functions, participate in any social activities. Not having transportation could make you feel stressed and frustrated. A DUI arrest, and not even a conviction, can affect your personal relationships. It could affect the way you are perceived by your employers and coworkers. It could also ruin your reputation. DUIs will definitely cause your car insurance to increase. Your rates may double or triple for at least several years. Your current insurance company may terminate your coverage. After a DUI, you will have to prove that you currently have liability insurance with the SR22 form that you can get from your insurance company. Drunk driving is not just about alcohol consumption. It also refers to illegal and legal drugs, including prescription and over-the-counter drugs. It's stated that the people who drink and drive the most are people who binge drink. Binge drinking is consuming a large amount of alcohol in a short time. That refers to people who drink only on their off days or on the weekend. 40% of current alcohol users report binge drinking. When alcohol is in your system, it slows your reaction time, which can increase the possibility of an accident. So let's say the car in front of you suddenly hits the brakes, or a person from out of nowhere crosses the street. A kid darts into the street. It will take longer for your brain to process what's going on and cause you to have an accident. Drinking affects your eyes, hand, and foot coordination. You need all three of these things to be focused while driving. If you have reduced coordination, you will not be able to handle your car well. You could be swerving in lanes, you have trouble walking, unable to stand up straight, difficulty getting in your car and finding the ignition. Alcohol can reduce your concentration. With driving, you have to concentrate to stay in your lane. Watch your speed and watch for other cars and traffic signals. Your attention span is greatly reduced with drinking, and this really increases the chance of an accident. Your vision could be negatively impacted. Your vision can be blurred, or it can be that you are unable to control your eye movements. Your judgment will be impaired after drinking. Your brain controls the decision and thought-making process, so judgment is crucial. While driving a motor vehicle, good judgment helps you to judge the distance between your car and other cars on the road. Alcoholism is a serious condition and can be treated by a specialized treatment center. It takes 30 minutes to 2 hours for alcohol to be absorbed in your bloodstream. Alcohol can affect your senses after one drink. A blood alcohol content of 0.08% is legally impaired in most states. Some states, the person can have a 0.10 before they are legally impaired. Blood alcohol content of 0.08% will have you decreased muscle coordination, loss of short-term memory, decreased control of speed, lack of judgment, decreased concentration, decreased ability to process information, and lack of reasoning. Drivers aged 16 to 20 are 10 times more likely to be in a fatal crash than drivers over 21 years old. Drivers 21 years old have a higher percentage of drivers in fatal crashes with a blood alcohol content of 0.08% or higher due to the things like binge drinking, college parties, and other social events. Alcohol-impaired driving accounts for 30% of all driving fatalities each year. Fatal crashes with a blood alcohol of 0.08% or higher are charged as alcohol-impaired driving fatalities. There's two parts to a DUI arrest: the administrative process and the criminal case. If arrested, you will be allowed to drive for 10 more days on the citation received. Within those 10 days, you should request your administrative hearing with the Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicle. The hearing will determine if your license will stay suspended or not, regardless of if you refuse the breathalyzer, urine, or blood test. You also should contact an attorney within the first 10 days of your arrest if you plan to do so. The criminal case will run at the same time as your hearing, but separate from each other. You should hire a qualified criminal defense lawyer. The attorney can help decrease or eliminate the amount of jail time, fines, and other legal consequences that cause havoc on your professional and personal life. You won't need a lawyer for your arraignment because all they do is formally charge you with the offense. You will enter a guilty or not guilty plea and possibly demand a jury trial if allowed. Jury trials are not allowed in some states. You will need a lawyer or counsel from one after you enter your plea. Your attorney will advise you on whether to plead guilty, go to trial, or ask for a plea deal. If offered a plea deal, this could reduce your charge to a reckless driver charge. Most first offense DUI, DWI, or OUI are misdemeanors and not felonies unless you kill or injure someone, or if your blood alcohol content is very high, or driving while licenses were suspended or revoked before the accident. In some states, if you are on your third or fourth conviction, you can be charged with a felony charged as a habitual offender and lose your license permanently. Usually, to get licensed back, you have to attend some type of education, therapy, or treatment program. If the court forces you to take a course and you don't complete it, you won't get your license back. In extreme circumstances, the judge may impound your car for a certain amount of time, or the judge could order you to get rid of the vehicle. If it's that extreme, the judge can order you to get an ignition interlock device installed in your car. The device keeps drivers from starting their cars if their blood alcohol content is too high. You can also be court ordered to wear a scram bracelet, which is a device that monitors the presence of alcohol in a person's sweat. But usually, these are for repeat offenders. If you are going to drink, do so responsibly. Make smart decisions, because you are not only putting your own life in danger, but you also jeopardize the safety of others. In the United States, about 29 people die every day in motor vehicle crashes that involve an alcohol-impaired driver. That's 1 every 45 minutes. In 2018, 10,874 Americans were killed in alcohol-impaired driving crashes. Alcohol-related accidents account for about 1/3 of all traffic-related deaths. More than 1,500,000 drivers were arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol in 2018. So be responsible, be mindful, always have a designated driver, And if you don't, call yourself a Lyft or Uber. Do not put anyone at risk and do not put yourself at risk. This is me, your host, Emani. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and like my video. And I'll see you guys next time.